G'day folks, my name's Sky. Thank you for your time today. In this short course we are going to be replacing chain and sprocket on a 2012 Yamaha WR450. Let's have a look at some of the parts we're going to be using. Some bolts and nuts. Rear sprocket made by RHK. It's got steel outer ring, aluminium in the ring. Lower chain guide, protects your chain, helps guide the chain. I haven't used this brand before, but made by Moto Master. I also picked it because it has a quick release link, so I think that's good. The reason I've decided to replace this chain is because these links have gone stiff. They no longer go back to their natural form. Having a look at these teeth, now it's not actually too badly worn, but what's happening is you're getting more of a U-shaped tooth groove here instead of like a nice rounded shape here. So these teeth are getting sharper and pointier. Also on the tip you can see wear off the top here. So that's the sort of things we're looking for when we're looking to replace these components on the bike. So just take this nut all the way off. Washer, adjuster plate. Same with on the other side. Just push this shaft, this axle through. The weight will change on the bike as the rear wheel Alright, we've got our new bolts. Washer nut at 50 Newton meters. 50 Newton meters, what do we have? Hear the click. We have a new rear sprocket installed, torqued up, ready to go on. We want these pads open a bit so that we can slide the disc in between. So I just find if you sort of open them up a little bit first, you can just slide up on in like that. Got to line this up so the shaft can come through. And there it is. You can see there's little lines here there so you can get an indication of your adjustment. Washer goes on like that, and I'm just going to nip that up. We'll come back and re-torque this later once we get our chain on and set up with right tension. Alright guys, next up we've got our drive sprocket, and we'll just sit on here. We're going to reuse the lock washer. Got a nut here that goes on. I'm going to use a little bit of medium strength Loctite on that. Got my torque wrench here, 75 Newton meters, a little bit hard to see that. Next thing we're going to do is peel over this lock washer here. Always wear safety glasses if you have them, especially when using a hammer. This lock washer basically stops the nut from coming undone. Right, so looking at our old chain here, on these edges of the inner side plate, you're starting to see this rounded edge become flat. So this tool basically, you can remove links from your chain, and then when you reconnect the chain, you can flatten out the rivets. When you're using the tool, you basically are using one of those pins out of the kit. Depending on the size of the chain, you choose a different size, but it basically pushes, it presses out this pin. But I find if you take a grinder and you just take this edge off, then use the tool, it's much easier. What I'm going to do is I'm going to press one of these links out just to show you guys. We've flattened off the head here, so that should make it much easier for us to press out the pin. I want to start off with our press pin just kind of sticking through the end there, and then we'll just wind like that. That's starting to come through now. Feel it sort of release. And there you have it. There's the pin. And again, what I was showing you guys earlier is these little O-rings sitting here like that. Before we go cutting off chain links, we want to bring the axle all the way forward, and we do this by undoing this lock nut, which I've already loosened off. Wind that off, wind it in so that the axle can come forward, and that way when you cut your chain link, you know that you have further adjustment to get your chain tension right. Take this one out here, cut the chain. Alright, the kit comes with this new master link, side plate, retaining clip, some grease, and some new O-rings. Nice and greased up there. Sort of work the plate on with the closed side towards the rotation of your drive gear, and that just stops it from coming off. So that just slips over like that. These plastic parts here, they actually sit inside like that. It's calling for a measurement between the base of the swing arm to the bottom of the chain, somewhere between 48 and 58 millimeters. So let's have a look where we're sitting. Loosen off our adjusters. take my breaker bar to loosen off the axle nut. Take a measurement. It's sitting at about 50. So it's between 48 and 58. So let's go 50. It's sitting right on the adjuster there. Count the notches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's just before the 5th one. Back to the torque wrench. We're sitting at about 50 millimeters.